What's up, everybody? We have a special daddy-daughter movie review today. We have the youngest with us today because she wanted to be included in this video because she really likes this series as well. So what we're going to be doing is giving you our breakdown and opinion of the Jaws series and how we have these movies rated. Now, first off, before I give my rating, the way that I rank movies is on enjoyability. I don't rank them based upon what is the best made movie or which one has the highest budget or which one has the best actors or anything like that. I rate it based upon my enjoyability of watching it. If I'm going to go grab one off the shelf, which one do I enjoy to watch the least and to the most? So that's how I do my list. This is not necessarily saying this is the worst movie of the series and this is the best movie of the series, just enjoyability. Which ones we like to watch the best. So coming in at number 4 and last on my list is the original Jaws. And the reason it is I just feel like it's a little bit slow, and I'm not a huge fan of the pace of the movie. I think it's a great movie. I think it's the best made movie of the series, but as far as enjoyability for me, it's my least favorite of the series. Who do you have?
I have Jaws. I think it's slow and you don't really see much of the kills or the shark. It's a good movie. I guess you don't see much of the shark, and it's Jaws for a reason.
Yeah, I have for number 4 Jaws. This Jaws because I get it just doesn't show much of the kills.
Yeah.
And I kind of want more, and it's really slow. It's kind of basic.
Yeah, basic. That's a
basic
good.
shirt.
Good.
Yeah, basic. That's
word.
really, really good. Okay. Coming in number 3 on my movie is Jaws 4 or Jaws the Revenge. This one, it's campy and fun. It's not really a great movie. It's the worst made movie of the series, but I really like Michael Caine. I'm a huge fan of him and the character of Hoagie in this movie. I like Lance Guest, who plays Mike Brody in this. It obviously brings back Ellen Brody after her missing from Jaws 3/Jaws 3D. It's a little bit goofy because a shark, tracks this family all the way from Amity, which is, upper East Coast to the Bahamas, which can't happen if you know anything about sharks. They can't really survive in that kind of water or climate. So that's kind of goofy, but I just think it's a fun movie. This is like the Halloween Resurrection or the Jason Takes Manhattan of the Jaws series. It's something you can throw on in the background. You don't have to really be paying attention to it. You can check it, watch for a few minutes, go back to what you're doing, come back and check it, and you're not really missing much. So number 3 on my list, Jaws 4 or Jaws the Revenge.
I have Jaws 4 too. I think it's like they did with the Friday the 13th. They tried something new. Like she can like sense when the shark is there, which that's kind of interesting to me, but I think it's enjoyable.
Well, part of the background on that you probably don't know is that there's a novelization of this, like a book made, and allegedly she has some kind of like power. There's some kind of voodoo or something that's going on from the Bahamas that is allowing this shark to chase them and for her to kind of have these abilities. So that's kind of why it's missing from the movie, which again kind of makes it choppy and doesn't explain it, and that's why it kind of is the way that it is. How about you? What do you have on number 3 on your list?
I have number 3 as number 3.
Number 3 is number 3, and why is that?
I don't get it. Like, they basically just, how could like a shark be there exactly? Also, like, why? Just why?
Yeah. Well,
Why?
Well, they kind of show a little bit of that, right? So we recently went to SeaWorld Orlando, so we got to see a lot of the filming locations. And how they present it and make it look in the movie is that the SeaWorld is attached to the open ocean. Mm-hmm. So it swims from the ocean into SeaWorld. But when you actually go to SeaWorld, SeaWorld is landlocked, which means there's land all the way around it, so there's no ability for the shark to get in. Right. So I understand why that's, after you go there, that's really confusing and you don't understand where you came from.
You're just confused. Like, everything looks different than it is in the actual movie.
Yeah. A lot of years have passed. A lot of things are different. They've added things, a lot of different decor. But speaking of that, while we're on the subject, I did do a video previously on the channel of the Jaws 3, Jaws 3D filming locations. Check that out. Got some really cool stuff, really cool behind the scenes stuff that we all filmed and did together. So check that out. Okay, getting into number 2 on my list is going to be Jaws 2. I really like this movie. I like it better than the original. I like it from a pace standpoint. I like it better. I like the sailboats kind of. They said kind of trying to make it like kids, on land would do. They drive their cars around in kind of a loop and show their cars, their trucks or whatnot. They use the sailboats in that kind of same thing on the open ocean, and I just thought it was a better movie. A lot more enjoyable, faster paced than the original Jaws for me. What do you got on number 2 on your list?
I have Jaws 3D.
Okay.
I think it's a really good movie, and if I didn't like Jaws 2, like if Jaws 2 didn't exist, that would be my first, because I think it's really cool. I like how they also did something different. Like, it's on the ocean. It is on the ocean, but like he's in a theme park. I think that's such a cool idea. And I like how it's got a kid. The shark has a kid, and I think being able to go see the filming location was cool too. Like, actually getting to go to SeaWorld was cool. Seeing the filming locations.
Yeah. How about you? What do you got at number 2 on your list?
Number 2 is actually number 2 because
Number 2 is number 2. All right.
yeah, it's just like, how could a shark be in the lake also? But it's very confusing, but it's great. Like, the detail
Yeah.
and like everything.
Yeah.
The actors are great.
Yeah.
Everything's great on that one.
Yeah. What do you think about the sailboats? Do you like the sailboats?
Yeah, I like sailboats, but I am never going on the water because of that movie.
You're never going on the water ever because of that movie. Okay, fair enough. All right, that's going to lead me to number 1 on my list, which is Jaws 3/3D. This has always been my favorite Jaws movie. I remember seeing this on HBO in the mid-'80s at my grandparents' house for the first time and just really liking the concept of it. I like the fact that it's at SeaWorld. It gives it to me kind of a claustrophobia. When you're out in the ocean and whatnot, yeah, you might run into a shark, and the ocean is a very dark and scary place, especially the further you get out. But you still have the ability to maybe go out in the ocean in your whole life and never come across or see a shark in the ocean. So if you're in SeaWorld and you're in these lagoons and these ponds or whatever they are, and there's a shark in there, you have more of a chance to run into it and more of a chance for it to come after you and attack you. So I like that. I really like the cast in this movie. Huge Dennis Quaid fan. He's my favorite Mike Brody. I like John Putch as Sean Brody. I like Louis Gossett. I like Leah Thompson. I'm a huge fan of P.H. Moriarty, Simon McCorkindale, as well as Bess Armstrong. So I really like this cast. This is my favorite cast, my favorite Mike and Sean Brody of the series. And I just really like the fact that it's at this theme park, which anybody could go to and have that experience should it exist in the way it does in the movie. So just a huge fan. Love everything about this movie. I even started a Jaws 3D Facebook group. If you're interested in that, check it out. We have a lot of people that worked on the movie, from the production to special effects, people who actually starred in the movie in that group. So you kind of get cool behind the scenes stories and photographs and things like that shared, which you don't really get anywhere else. So if you're interested in that, check that out. But that's it for me. What do you got at number 1 on your list, obviously?
I have Jaws 2.
Okay.
I like the sailboats. I really, really like the sailboats. I like, spoiler alert, how he dies in this one. I like the pipe. I think that was very creative. I think it also, if it follows you, the shark knows where you are, it's not like you can just run away.
Right.
It's not a beach.
Right.
They're sailboats. He can rip through them, tear them apart. Like, boats are safer than sailboats for sure.
Creates more chaos and you're more like suspense, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I also like how they were drifting. They had no phones. Like, they couldn't just call for help. And then when someone did show up for help, it got attacked. So
Yeah.
I like.
How about you, little one on the end? What do you guys your favorite Jaws movie? Obviously,
Part 4 is the
Revenge.
best.
Yeah.
The Revenge. At the end, it just makes more sense to me of killing it.
Yeah.
Because like all the other times it keeps killing it, but then it comes back, or
Yep.
like it's a different shark.
Yep.
I don't understand how that happens, but like,
Right. Who's your favorite character in this movie?
Oh, yeah.
ooh, I gotta say Tia. I don't know her name. Tia.
Do you?
The
Yeah, the little girl. She
Little
does the
girl.
voice for Ducky and Land Before Time, and
oh,
yeah, she's in
Yeah.
some other TV shows.
It like
I think
it makes like more sense to me, just mostly sense. Like you guys said that it doesn't make sense about like the shark. She can sense it,
Mm-hmm.
but like it does make sense a lot of times.
Yeah.
And you can definitely tell that it's like more in action,
Mm-hmm.
and everything can like
Yeah.
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 come together, piece together.
I think it's cool too how there's a
Yeah,
video
of
game.
course.
There's a video game.
There's a
after
video
it.
game.
Yeah, video game and NES. We still play that to this day. Basically pulled off of Jaws: The Revenge. What do you think about Hoagie? Do you like Hoagie?
I like Hoagie,
Yeah,
but like
Hoagie's.
also it doesn't make sense to me how he survived the plane crash.
Well, he's Hoagie.
He's okay,
He's
guys.
Hoagie. He was floating in that plane at the bottom, and then he got out of the water in that puppy, because Ellen Brody's got to have a way home, right? And if Hoagie dies, how's she gonna get home? So he's gotta live.
She's gotta have a boyfriend.
It's
Oh.
true. Oh boy, here we
Stop.
go. Yeah.
She
Okay.
didn't say that at all.
Okay, so that is it from us. I hope you like this. As you can see, 3 different people, 3 different lists. Let us know what your list is in the comment section below. Let us know which one you like the best. Subscribe to the channel, give it a thumbs up, and until the next one, we're out of here.
Still has all its teeth. That means it was a baby. Our shark couldn't have killed Overman. Its mother did.
You talking about some damn shark's mother?